Hi there, this is Kara Gregorich. I'm with BMD, I'm a territory manager, and today I want to talk about replacing existing old wood double hungs with either our insert, our tilt pack, or our replacement casement in the signature line. So let's get going. So the products we're going to cover today are going to be the tilt pack, which is basically just 2 sash and a jam liner. And then we'll do our double hung insert, which is like a block frame, a very narrow frame product so that it fits in our pocket beautifully. And then we're going to talk about the casement crankout and pushout, which are very similar and very narrow frame product as well. So the tilt pack is sash only. Everything else comes in its own narrow frame. So let's get started on the tilt pack. So this was our original replacement product that we had way back when we started. And you'll see that I got some red arrows there pointing to stuff. So when you're measuring for tilt packs, the number one thing that I see is a lot of these units are severely out of square. So if they're more than 3/16 of an inch out of square, a tilt pack isn't going to work. I mean, you can try it, be my guest and try it, but you're going to have to do a lot of field work, a lot of modifications, a lot of filling, a lot of shimming, and it's just not going to look, the best. So an ideal candidate would be less than 3/16 of an inch out of square. All right, so there's three key dimensions that we need. They're kind of spelled out for you here. We need the sash opening height, and this is critical. I put a big fat red arrow next to it. So this is the first diagram on the left. You will see here that the red arrow points to the dirt line. And that is where the lower sash, the existing lower sash, meets the sill, okay? So this is the long point of the lower sash, and this is where everybody messes up. Most insert products are measured to the tight point, and the balance of our insert products for signature line are measured to the tight point, but this guy is the anomaly, okay? So when you're measuring, make sure you're clear on where to take that height dimension. If it's really tall, you should probably take it in like 3 different places. And then on the width, you want to have the sash opening, which is just jam to jam. Nothing special there. The sash opening is critical on a double hung. You want to take it once at the head, you want to take it once at the check rail, and once near the sill. And you need to make sure that you order the smallest dimension. If you order the largest dimension, it's not going to fit, and you're gonna struggle. Okay. I also need the degree, the sill angle at the bottom. We have a standard sill angle on our tilt pack, but we can make pretty much any sill angle that you would like with wood, which is primarily what we see sold with the tilt pack. So you'll need to measure that as well. And the one thing that's not on here is the pocket. So the pocket is the actual dimension where my sash will go into. So if you look here at the top sash, this is where you measure the pocket is basically from here to here. Okay. So moving on to the ultimate double hung insert in Clad, the width dimension is the same, so that's awesome. The height is different. So if you see over here, letter B, it measures to the tight point. This is the short point. So this is where, this is the point of departure for insert products. So tilt pack's the only one that you measure to the dirt line. This is to the short point. I still need width and height. I still want you to take it in many different areas, at least 3 different dimensions, and then I need the sill angle. So with our Clad insert product, that comes in an 8-14 degree bevel, or it can come flat. So it's up to you. So this is just a sectional drawing showing you how my double hung fits into an existing opening here. So when I talk about the pocket, it's 3¼ inch. So 3¼ inch basically from this point down to this point, okay? Now there is a 1/2 inch step in the frame, and that's to accommodate the blind stop. So my arrow is kind of right on top of the blind stop on the left, but on the right, you can see it here. We want to leave that blind stop in place, and I want to make sure that I have a 3¼ inch pocket to accommodate my window. That in replacement is the secret sauce right there. All right, and then you have a little bit of the window actually that protrudes beyond the blind stop. So, and because it's a bypassing system, we need to have that. We need to have a little bit thicker frame because we got 2 sash that are bypassing each other. Okay. So these are your sill options. You have flat, you have 8 degree, and you have 14 degree. And then we're going to talk about the wood insert. So the wood insert is measured the exact same way. So that's great, right? The sash or the IO width, the IO height, and then the sill angle. So no problem there. Now, here's where things differ with the wood product. Please note that the frame depth on a wood insert product is 4 9/16. I just told you that the pocket dimension, the secret sauce, is 3¼ inch. So if you're going to use a wood insert product and you have a 3¼ inch pocket, which is common, you're going to have to cut off your exterior blind stop, and you're going to have to install that window from the exterior. It's less than ideal, but if you have to have wood and you have to use an insert product, you're just going to have to deal with it. Okay. Talk about casements quickly. The nice thing about the ultimate casement, whether it's crank out or push out, because we can do both, right? The measurement is the same and it's the same as the insert double hung. Yay. Same as the insert double hung. Sill bevels, same as the insert double hung. Flat, 8 and 14 degree. Now you can see these differ a little bit. The flat frame is flat, right? No big deal. The 8 degree actually has a chamfer on the back edge, on the interior of that sill. And that's how we achieve that 8 degree frame bevel. On the 14 degree, you can see that we put a little sill riser right there. All right, and then the push out, again, almost exactly the same as the crank out. The reason I put it here is you have a screen. If you're gonna have a screen on a push out, if you're gonna have a hinge screen, that hinge screen is gonna come into the room. So here's another detail of it. So sometimes you don't have enough space here for that screen, or it's gonna interfere with a piece of furniture or something else going on. So you wanna be careful of that, okay? So here's my key takeaways. You wanna measure at least 3 different places if it's a large unit, both width and height. And I want you to order the smallest one. And if it's severely out of square, it's not going to work. There's usually shimming that has to take place, regardless of whether it's a tilt pack or an insert. There's going to have to be some job modification. But if it's more than 3/16 of an inch out of square, it's going to be tough. Sill bevel is important. The replacement product could be either too big or too small if we don't get that right. Remember, the tilt pack is an oddball. It's totally measured differently. And if in doubt, just measure the smallest dimension. Okay? I hope this works. And if you have any questions, let us know. Thank you. Have a good day.